Thank you. Thank you. Respected elders, brothers and sisters, fellow Guyanese, I stand here today humbled by your support. I stand here today humbled by your strength, humbled by your commitment, humbled by your love. I stand here today humbled by the hard work you and all our supporters across this country would have put in to make this day possible and victory on March the 2nd possible. For this, my brothers and sisters, I thank you sincerely on behalf of the People's Progressive Party Civic. Today, I stand here humbled by the confidence the leadership in the People's Progressive Party Civic placed in me, and I salute my colleagues in the leadership of the PPP, and I ask you to put your hands together for them. I stand here humbled by the work so many of our comrades would have been doing over the last month to ensure that we protect your rights, to ensure we protect the only weapon you have in democracy, that is your vote. Today, I want to publicly thank all those comrades for their hard work, and I ask you to put your hands together for them. Today, I am honored to stand before you in the presence of a man who has given it all, his all, a man for all seasons, a man who we should all be proud of, the leader and General Secretary of the People's Progressive Party Civic, Dr. Barry Jagdeo. I stand here humbled and proud to be the presidential candidate of the party of Dr. Cherry Jagan and Comrade Janet Jagan. I stand here as a proud product of the People's Progressive Party, the only national party of the Cooperative Republic of Guyana. My brothers and sisters, it is your hard work that will give us an opportunity to fix things. And after March the 2nd, with your vote, we will be fixing the wrongs and we will be making things right again. My brothers and sisters, I invite our observers, I invite any single Guyanese to look at the speeches from our stage, to look at all my presentation. I stuck to what the people of Guyana were interested in. That is their future, their development, their upliftment, and a better Guyana for all. Unlike the other side, we have seen it all. We have seen fake news. We have seen nasty personal attacks. But my brothers and sisters, today, in a united voice, let us rise above this, because after March the 2nd, we have a task to build a Guyana for every Guyanese. Today, they will be singing at their rally and they will be dancing to a tune about who they will put in garbage bag. But I want to say today to every single Guyanese that we will use the garbage bag. And after March the 2nd, we will use it to put the racism that they have preached. We will use it to put the disunity. We will use it to put the democratic abuse. We will use it to put unconstitutional rule. We would use it to put the disrespect and disregard for the rule of law. We will use it to put all those hardship, taxes, and measures they brought upon your life, and we will tie the garbage bag, and we will return dignity, honor, pride, hope, and success to the people of Guyana. And let me assure every single supporter of the APNU-AFC, after March the 2nd, you need not worry, because the struggles of the PPP and the struggles of the supporters of the PPP Civic is not only for themselves, it is for every single Guyanese, and you are welcome and will be welcome as we move our country forward. Let your party be the unifying face. Let our voices be the unifying voices. Let the strength of brotherhood, let the strength of unity, let the strength of prosperity be the foundation of the People's Progressive Party Civic. My brothers and sisters, as I said to you, your hard work has given us the opportunity to fix our country. And how are we going to fix our country? We are going to return the jobs that we have lost under this government. We are going to restore dignity. We're going to build trust and national unity. We're going to put back money in your pockets, the money that they took out of your pockets. We're going to reverse and remove the burdens of the more than 200 new taxes and license fees that has extracted $91 billion from the pockets of the people. We will return constitutional rule so that our people will no longer have to march on the streets. You will no longer have to stand in the sun and the rain to ensure you have constitutional rule. We are going to return our country to constitutional rule. We are going to safeguard democracy. We are going to expand our infrastructure, transforming our country, our economy, and our people. We're going to build a national program to address issues of mental health, child care, domestic violence, social justice, road safety, our differently abled brothers and sisters, among many other programs. This is what we will fix with your vote on March the 2nd. With your vote on March the 2nd, we will work on a program to ensure safer communities, to ensure that we once again reprioritize the expenditure of the state and spend the money on our people and not on private jets. not on private jets, not on elaborate motorcades, not on luxury life, not on what we have seen the resources of our country being spent on. $1.3 trillion after our lives are worse off. We have to reprioritize the expenditure of the government to reflect the needs of the people, and this is what you are voting for on March the 2nd. You're voting for greater transparency and accountability. You're voting to ensure that we allocate resources to the office of the Auditor General so that that office can fulfill its constitutional mandate in ensuring transparency and accountability. That is what you are voting for on March the 2nd. You are voting for stronger partnerships with key development partners like the US, the UK, Canada, the European Union, among others. You are voting to ensure we build greater partnership to protect Guyana, to enhance the well-being of Guyana, and to create an environment in which Guyana is viewed in a positive light in the global stage. My brothers and sisters, we have seen many of our brothers and sisters sent to the breadline. More than 60% of the dredges that were operating in 2015 are no longer operating today. In the forestry sector, more than 12,000 persons have lost their jobs directly or indirectly. In the sugar sector, more than 10,000 have been affected and lost their jobs. The same can be said for rice. And the government response has been nothing. We are going to fix this on March the 2nd when you vote for the People's Progressive Party. We have to make our productive sector work again by bringing back those jobs, by giving them incentives, by recapitalizing them, by removing the burdens of taxes, and by helping them to get back to work and get back to production. We have to work hand in hand with investors in mining, forestry, rice, bauxite, and the financial sector. We have to sit everyone down around a table, and we have to build a framework that would ensure success, profitability, better jobs, higher paying jobs, and a productive sector that works for Guyana. That is what you're voting for on March. These elections are too important for us to take for granted. We all of us here, can point to a family member or a member in our community who would have suffered from a loss of job. You have heard from our candidate, Comrade Allen, about what she felt when she visited Skeldon. You would have seen in Wales what that community is going through. Today, my brothers and sisters, we have a role and a responsibility to fix what they took away from our brothers and sisters by voting solidly for the People's Progressive Party. To all my Guyanese brothers and sisters who made a mistake in 2015 and who would have rejoined us on this journey of hope, on this journey of prosperity, I want to say to them, you are welcome in the family, and our arms are open for the others who will welcome back in the family of the PPP. It is not too late. It is not too late to make the right decision. I ask every single Guyanese to be true to their conscience. This is not about race. This is not about ethnicity. This is about our future. This is about our country. This is about a better Guyana. And all of us must have a dream of leaving a better Guyana for our children and those who will come after us. This is an opportunity for us to leave that better Guyana. This is an opportunity for us to seal our part in removing dictatorship and returning democracy. Let us not fail our conscience. Let us not fail our national duty. Let us turn up on March the 2nd and seal the deal by voting for the People's Progressive Party. My brothers and sisters, in fixing these things, we have to ensure that every Guyanese benefit from the prosperity we want to create. After March the 2nd, all Guyanese must be winners and will be winners with the People's Progressive Party. There will be no APNU AFC line and PPP line for the 50,000 jobs. There will be one line, the Guyanese line, for the 50,000 jobs. There will be no Afro-Guyanese, no Indo-Guyanese, no Amerindian, no Portuguese line for the 50,000 house lot. There will be one line, that is a Guyanese line. All Guyanese will be in that line and benefiting. There will be no difference among our pensioners as to who will receive the double pension. Every single pensioner will get their pension double to $40,000 per month at a minimum. And as your presidential candidate, let me make it very clear. The $40,000 is at a minimum. Once we rebuild and the economy gets better and grows stronger, we will give more. We will give more. We will give more to the people. My brothers and sisters, after March the 2nd, every Guyanese can look forward without hesitation to a future in which their educational aspirations will be and must be realized, because we are pursuing a program that will deliver free university education to every single Guyanese. And in delivering the online education, We have committed to the establishment of online campuses, and 2 of those campuses will be in Linden Region 10 and Essequibo Region 2. Every Guyanese will be touched by the education program of this government. Under the Jagdeo initiative, we created 1,000 opportunity for young Guyanese to become doctors, engineers, architects. Today, with the spread of our economy, we will need engineers in the oil and gas sector. We will need managers in the oil and gas sector. We will need agrochemical engineers. We'll need the technical skills to manage the downstream industry. That is why, my brothers and sisters, when you vote on March the 2nd, you are voting for 20,000 new scholarships for the people of this country. You are voting for investment in technical education because we believe strongly, not because young people may drop out of secondary school. It doesn't mean they don't like education. They may be more technically oriented. That is why we are going to build a technical education program that will fulfill their aspirations of being trained in various technical areas. But we are going to go a step further. We're going to place them in enterprise program. We're going to give them the tools to practice their trade, and we're going to help them with startup capital. That is what you are voting for when you vote on March 2nd. My brothers and sisters, when you vote on March 2nd, you're voting to reverse the more than 3,000% increase in land rental on our poor farmers. You're voting on a more than 2,000% increase in rates and charges to our farmers. You're voting for the removal of VAT on machinery and equipment for our farmers. When you vote on March the 2nd, you're voting to restore hope, restore pride, restore dignity to our farmers and agriculture all across this country. When you vote on March the 2nd, you're not voting for yourself. When we vote on March the 2nd, we're voting for those who are depressed, who are sent into depression by this government. We're voting to correct the wrongs. We are voting to create a better Guyana for all. We have heard you. And let me say this. The People's Progressive Party Civic Manifesto is the People's Manifesto. Because the manifesto was crafted with consultation with you, the people. You have decided what your priorities are. That is why we have heard you. We are going to reverse the age limit on vehicle purchase, and much more than that, we are going to reduce the taxes on the purchase of new vehicles, making vehicle ownership easier. These are the things you're supporting. You're supporting, my brothers and sisters, the removal of taxes on cell phone, the removal of VAT on data. You are voting on March the 2nd for an important announcement and move by the government. And that move will see the opening up of the telecommunication sector. Oh, for too long. Oh, for too long. We hear every day about the bad service. about the high costs for cell phone charges. We are fixing this because after March the 2nd, there shall be and there will be competition that will bring down the cost of the service. And again, the fake propaganda is that the PPP didn't allow them to fulfill this promise. We have made it very clear that we want this. When they had the one-seat majority, they stopped it. They use it to stop it. Let us look at leaders. If you have an opportunity in the parliament to help the people of your country, can you help them by cutting money for a specialty hospital? Can you help them by cutting money for agriculture? Can you help them by cutting money for education? Can you help them by cutting money for health care? This is what they use that majority for. That is why you must give us such a resounding majority on March the 2nd that they can't come close. They must not come close of cutting anything. My brothers and sisters, when you vote on March the 2nd, you're voting for the return of the specialty hospital and for a state-of-the-art regional hospital in every single region of our country. You're voting for the creation of a knowledge and ICT sector. You are voting for an institute of hospitality management that will train Guyanese to take up the jobs from the more than 4 new international hotels that will be coming to Guyana. We must be ready. We must be ready. And your next government will ensure that Guyanese are prepared and ready for the opportunity that will be coming our way. My brothers and sisters, after March the 2nd, you are voting for the return of the LCDS, the Low Carbon Development Strategy, that has the capacity of earning more than, at least at a minimum, it has the capacity of earning us more than $500 million US. This is what you're supporting. An economy that is strong, an economy that is diversified, and an economy that is resilient, and an economy that works for the people of our country. That is what you're voting for on March the 2nd. You're voting for support to agro-business, support to farmers. You are voting importantly for the reduction in the cost of electricity and water and the removal of VAT on electricity and water. By today, if they would have completed the Amilas Falls Hydro project, your electricity bill would have been 70% less than what you are paying today. After March the 2nd, we will bring it back, and we will bring 400 megawatts of new power so that your bill will come down. Electricity reliability will be assured and guaranteed. And when you talk to the investors, we are not competitive for industrial and manufacturing investment because of the cost of power. After March the 2nd, we are fixing this to bring those investments to the shores of Guyana. You are voting not only for better water supply, but you're voting for 100% coverage of treated water. My brothers and sisters, you're voting, as our Prime Ministerial candidate said, for safer communities. The involvement of the people in securing their communities and their villages. You're voting for better management and accountability of the oil and gas sector. You're voting to secure benefits for the future. You're voting for transformation that will create opportunity. So my brothers and sisters, the journey has been long. Today, we are just about a day and some hours away from that day. You have weathered the storm. You are now close to shore. Let us drop our anchors solidly. Solidly drop the anchor. You know, when I drop anchor, it's solid like the hill. Drop anchor. Every single Guyanese, not only here, those who are not here, relook at your conscience. Make the right choice. Go to the polling station and put your X in the box next to the cup. My brothers and sisters, we are moving forward. We are moving forward on a platform of diversity, progress for prosperity, a commitment to dignity, opportunity for all, building a stronger Guyana together, hope, inspiration, vision with clarity. We leave here with a commitment of working together for a better Guyana. We love you. God bless you. Onward to victory. Together we will. Together we must. God bless you, and we love you.